Okay, final bit to do. I had to stop the video because it got too long. It was like 100 meg under the 2 gig limit for AVIs. So this little bit is just to fix an issue that there will be with the uploading of file names. It doesn't break anything, but it's just not tidy. Okay, so when we upload an image for the user, this is the code that runs. And what we did is we put in front of the file name, to try and make it as unique as we possibly can, we put UID and then the next user ID. Now that was fine when we was creating a new user because we wanted what the next ID was going to be. But if we're editing a user's details and uploading a new image for them, we don't want the next user's ID. What we want is the user who is currently logged on's ID. So we need to make a quick change to this. Now we're going to start off, we're going to put a semicolon there and split that because we're going to use an if. Okay, so we've created the file name variable separately. Then what we're going to do is we're going to say if, and we're going to ask for that query string variable a. If that is not equal to edit, then it's fine. That means we're doing a new user and we want to actually use the next user ID. But if we are editing, we want the file name, and I'm just going to copy and paste that, not to be the next user ID, but to be the current user ID, which is stored in our storage. Okay, so that will ensure that what we do is we just use the current user's ID for any file name references. Now, if you look in your Solution Explorer, you've got your resources folder. Okay, you might not have anything in it, so if I'm just going to show you how to do something, there might not be anything in it. If you click on this little icon up here that says show all files, okay, you can see there are a load of files in that folder, but they're not part of the project. If you want to make any of them part of the project, you can just right click on them and say include, and then they should go like green. It knows its picture. Okay, so in here, I didn't try and move anything. In here we've got all the files that have been uploaded. Now what we're going to do to test that this works, we're going to go and find a user. Now I've got a user here called Jono. So his login name's Jono, password John. Okay, he currently hasn't got a picture. So we're going to edit his details to add a picture, and we should end up with something saying UID 5, because that's what his user ID number is, and then the name of the picture. Okay, so let's log in as Jono. So running my default. So Jono, John, I think was the password. There you go. So click on edit details. Right, let's find a picture for him. I'm going to use the shiny ball picture and I'm going to upload it. Upload the details, close the web server. Oops. Okay, now this doesn't refresh very well, so there's a little refresh icon there, so I'm just going to do that. Hopefully it'll refresh in a minute. Ah, there it is. There you go, so I've got UID 5 shiny ball. So if I look at my user data and refresh that, there you go, there's the new reference put in under picky. Resources UID 5 shiny ball.png. Okay, so you must make sure, let's just quickly look at that again. So it's not much of a change, it's just this bit, so that we're just checking if we're not in edit mode, fine, get the next user ID, but if we are in edit mode, use the current user's ID. Okay, that's it.